everyone, and welcome to Sharpers Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2017, and we're back once again with the Corsola team. I really like this team a lot. I really like this team. There's been a lot of VGC 2017 teams I really like, even though there's not all the Pokemon I want to use. I still really like a lot of these teams. Rampardos was one of my favorite teams from this season, and Corsola might be right up there with them. So, again, we got Corsola, Drifblim, Porygon to Tapu Lele, Garchomp, and Magnezone. This is kind of a Trick Room / Tailwind team. You can go into Trick Room for like Corsola, Porygon 2, and Magnezone really work well in Trick Room. Lele and Garchomp can kind of work in there too because they're not max speed. And then we have Tailwind, which Magnezone, Lele, and Garchomp kind of really thrive in. Corsola, don't use that in Tailwind. For the love of Moses, do not use Corsola in Tailwind. Its base 35 speed is abysmal, and then I have it like negative speed, minus speed, all this stuff. So, if you want to try out the team for yourself, a link for the paste bin will be in the description below. So you can just post that right on Showdown, try it out, see what you like about it, see what you don't, maybe make your own changes. Let me know if you guys would make any changes to this team. Otherwise, we're going to hop right into this. As always, be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Subscribing allows you to see them videos of other VGC nonsense and Pokemon related content. And liking lets me know that you guys are enjoying this series. So we're at 1505 to start off today, going against Igor 1537 from Florida, with a Porygon 2 of his own, coupled with Kartana, Tapu Bulu, Alolan Muck, Tapu Fini with no item, so either a whatever, just forgot to put it on, or he doesn't use the Fini, and then our K9. Or there's some reason to not have an item, who knows. But we can go Drifblim, Tapu Lele, outside of going up against the Porygon 2. What does my team do against Porygon 2, I guess? That's scary, man. But yeah, go Drifblim, Lele, I'm pretty sure. Magnezone does really well against this team. What do we do against our K9? Garchomp. We ain't using no Trick Room today. Ooh, that might be a bad idea, I said to myself. I mean, Corsola really didn't do much against the rest of his Pokemon. We could have got a big Rocky MZ off against the opposing Porygon 2. And I'm just more worried about not having my own Porygon 2, because it can really wall a lot of his Pokemon. I mean, mine can't wall as well as his can, I'm assuming, because usually Porygon 2s are more invested in defenses, whereas mine's a little more specially offensive. But we have Kartana e Tapu Fini leading off for my opponent, which is fine. We actually see the Tapu Fini outspeeding my Tapu Lele, so either it's invested, I don't know if these two speed tie or not, or it's Scarfed. It could be Scarf Soak. Scarf Soak would be scary AF. But I'm just going to Tailwind here. Ooh. I'm going to Tailwind Protect. The thing I thought of is that he could just focus on my Drifblim, Soak, and then, not Vine Whip. He's going to protect the Kartana anyway. Why did I think Vine Whip? Soak, and then Leaf Blade. What I meant to say. We do get the Tailwind up. Just Perfalicious Death. We see a Moonblast come out from the Tapu Fini. That's fine. We ate our little doohickey. So we looking clean. Now I just Will-O-Wisp the Kartana this turn. We get a big Psychic off on the Fini, or I could just Dazzling Gleam, break a Sash. Actually, the Sash will already be broken from the Willow. I could just Psychic that Kartana. Well, what else do we do against Tapu Fini? We have Magnezone. I don't worry about Tapu Fini right now. I Psychic the Kartana. I hit Kartana here. Yeah, Will-O-Wisp to decrease its attack stat so it can't KO my Lele and then hit it real hard. Then I hit it real hard, mate. We know it's not Assault Vest. He's going to actually withdraw Tapu Fini, surprisingly, for Alolan Muck. So good thing I didn't Psychic that slot. That would have been a very bad. We get the Will-O-Wisp off into the Kartana, so it's not KOing our Tapu Lele this turn. And Tapu Lele gets the Psychic off as well, which does big damage. No Focus Sash, so most likely the frickin' something else. Frickin' What? Gracium. Gracium Z. We're going to see the Tapu Fini come out for my opponent, which means I won't be able to burn his Alolan Muck, unfortunately. But what I can do is protect my Tapu Fini, or not Fini, Lele, and then do something else with my Drifblim. But what I'll actually do here is Shadow Ball the Muck, just get a little bit of baby damage off on it, and then bring out Magnezone. Because if he tries to Poison Jab me, then I can be immune. And then we have a direct answer to Tapu Fini, which is really nice. I just leave Drifblim in at this point. Honestly, he's just here to mess with things. If Muck goes for Poison Jab, I can disable it, but I think I'd rather wait on that because he's going to actually withdraw Tapu Fini this turn 4. Porygon 2. He's probably going to try and set up a Trick Room here. He's going to trace my Sturdy, which is fine because there's no way I'm getting Porygon 2 down that low anyway. He's actually going to protect the Alolan Muck, so I Shadow Balled into the Muck. I mean, even if I had Shadow Balled over in the Fini, Porygon 2 came in, so... So, I could Will-O-Wisp the Muck and bring in my Fini, but I don't want to give him a chance to Poison Jab me. But he doesn't Poison Jab me, right? I just Will-O-Wisp and bring out Fini. I mean, Lele. Jeez. I keep saying Fini. I mean Lele. So Magnezone comes back. So I can bring in my Lele and change the terrain so I can burn the Muck. That's the only reason I'm bringing in my Lele. I don't expect me to stay in or the terrain to stay this way. The Will-O-Wisp does connect with the Muck, which is perfect. If anything, he knocks off where my Lele is right now. Or even the Drifblim. Yep, the Drifblim. Which we live because he's burned and I have no item. And then we see Trick Room from the Porygon 2. Which is what I expected, mate. Which is what I expected, mate. My Tailwind does peter out here, which is fine. Unfortunately, I think he's going to be built to be slower. No, I think Alolan Muck's is just naturally slower as it is. So my Drifblim really can't do anything here. I can get residual damage on the Porygon 2, I guess. That's really the only thing I can do at this point. And I'm going to Psychic the Porygon 2. We really just have to put damage on this Porygon 2. I can deal with the Muck. Oh. Okay. It is Curse Muck, which is bad. That's not good for us. In fact, it's so bad, I'm going to start attacking that instead. We're going to see Ice Beam from the Porygon 2. It didn't get an increase because it has Trace. So it's not going to be doing enough to Drifblim to knock it out this turn. Psychic does big damage to that Porygon 2. Gets a special defense drop, and we hopefully burn it. Will-O-Wisp into the Porygon 2. Perfect. The Muck is burned. The Porygon 2 is burned. And it's going to be a stretch, but I think we'll be able to get rid of the Porygon 2 this turn. So I'm going to disable the Muck and Psychic the Porygon 2. This way, if Muck goes for Curse, we stop him from doing that. If he Poison Jabs my Tapu Lele, he won't be able to Poison Jab again. He's going to Curse, so we're going to stop him from doing that. My Garchomp might have a problem with him, is going to be the only thing. Actually, we won't be able to stop him because the Porygon 2 is going to take out my Drifblim. Oh no, Drifblim! No, not the Drifblim! And then Psychic will take out Porygon 2. Perfect. I wish I would have checked the turns of Trick Room. Okay, so let's think. Trick Room went up. He knocked off in 3. Is this like turn 3? I don't know. I don't know, mate. I'm just going to bring in Garchomp. Tapu Fini. I'm going to bring a Garchomp because I want to switch Magnezone in for Tapu Fini. I think Garchomp switching in would have been better. He didn't know I had Garchomp. I don't know that he would have Moonblasted this slot. Alright, how many turns of Trick Room are left? 2. Shit. Oh, shoot. I also don't have Groundium Z Garchomp. I keep forgetting that this is not my Z move Pokemon because I have a little baby boy. So I'm going to bring in the Magnezone now for the Lele. I want to stop that terrain from being the main terrain. Alolan Muck's actually going to protect here, which is fine, because I went for Swords Dance. It'll just be if this... I am a little bit of a bulky boy, so maybe I live a Moonblast from the Feeny. I'm hoping I do. Come on, Garchomp! Yes! That's perfect, because now I can protect my Garchomp and Thunderbolt. Protect the Chompy boy and Thunderbolt. Do I Thunderbolt Feeny? Does it protect here? I think it does. I'm going to Thunderbolt the Muck. Because it does have +2 in defense. Oh, Muck tried to protect again. So I could have Thunderbolted the Feeny here. Oh well. Thunderbolt into the Alolan Muck. Big damage. Gonna break that berry though. Gonna break that berry though. Which is probably putting us in a worse position. But he's gonna try and Moonblast the Garchomp again. Trick Room will end this turn. So I just Earthquake here. Which I will be Earthquaking my own Magnezone, but I still do have Sturdy, and then my Berry will also go off. So, do I Thunderbolt the Feeny, or do I hit the Muck? The thing is, I should be able to take care of the Muck with my Lele. I mean, Lele should be able to take care of either of these Pokemon. Oh, I forgot a Scarf! I forgot that Scarfed. Oops. Oops. Well, we get a big Thunderbolt off. Which doesn't even KO. I forgot that was Scarfini, mate. I could have been Earthquaking this whole time. It knocks off my Eye of Papa Berry, which isn't great. Now I bring in my Lily. But that thing Scarf is okay. So here's the deal. There's a couple deals here. The Muck could protect, which would be bad for us. I think either which way. I Dazzling Gleam here with the Tapu Lele, and then I Thunderbolt the Muck. Because Dazzling Gleam will take out the Feeny, plus we get a little damage on Muck, and then Thunderbolt in the Muck. Just in case the Muck protects, we're still hitting the Feeny. Okay, it doesn't protect. That should be game. He's Moonblasting my Magnezone. Might get the drop, but doesn't. Perfect. Dazzling Gleam hits both Pokemon, knocks out the Feeny, puts a ton of damage on the Muck, surprisingly. So we should be able to KO with Thunderbolt. Woohoo! Bop. There it goes. I got a little scary. We didn't have our P2 or our Corsola, so it was a pretty scary game. But we pulled through, boys. We pulled through. Tapu Lele, best Tapu. This is my first time using Tapu Lele, so I think I've used it in singles maybe. I can't remember if we've used Choice Scarf Tapu Lele, because when I grabbed this Tapu Lele, it had 4 attacking moves, so I had obviously used it in some variable, but I don't think we used it in VGC. I can't remember. I think I used it on Battle Spot singles, that's why. That's why. That's why, mate. So, yeah, first time using Tapu Lele, and I'm loving it. I do really enjoy Tapu Koko, Tapu Bulu, Feeny, somewhat. I haven't really used Feeny too much. I've actually probably used Feeny the second most. I don't know. That's a toss-up between Bulu and Feeny. But I just never used Tapu Lele, and I'm really liking it. I'm really liking Drifblim. When I first saw Drifblim making a big name for itself in VGC, I'm like, damn it. Why Drifblim, man? He's so dumb. But using Drifblim, he's really good. So, 1452 rated player from Mexico, Gerard, with Garchomp, Celesteela, Arcanine, another Alolan Muck, Tapu Koko, and Catan. I could bring Corsola here. But again, it's Corsola. If I bring Corsola, I have to bring Porygon 2, which isn't bad, actually. Porygon 2 isn't bad here. But then do I go Drifblim Lele and then not have Garchomp? It's because of that Alolan Muck again. And Magnezone would be so good against Celesteela. I wish I could bring all my Pokemon. I just love them all so much. I mean, the safe play would be to leave Porygon 2 and Corsola behind and bring Magnezone Garchomp. But we just did that. And this is Corsola, mate. I'm going to fall into the old trap of bringing the bad Pokemon because I want to bring it. Just know that the better idea here would have been to bring Magnezone Garchomp, but we're bringing Corsola Porygon 2 instead. So. If we can get Trick Room off, I am pretty confident we can win this. So. But we don't lead Trick Room here. If he has any way to stop Trick Room, he does it. Which is why I like bringing Trick Room in the back, because this form of speed control that I lead with, the Tailwind speed control, is a lot harder to stop because Drift Blim is so fast. Like, I'm able to outspeed the Tapu Koko, so it can't taunt me, which is really nice. But like prankster users are the big problem. That's why some people go with Mandibuzz instead of Drift Blim. But then Mandibuzz is slower, so then things that aren't prankster, like Tapu Koko, can taunt it. But I'll be able to live a hit from Koko, so I just Tailwind here. And I protect my Lele. Yeah, because my Lele is slower than both these Pokemon, so I don't want to get double hit here. Garchomp might have Z move. Or I might just protect here. I don't know. I don't know what he wants to do, because he's not going to Earthquake his Koko. So if anything, I think the Koko protects, or he goes for a Z move. Or Sword Stance if he has it, for some weird reason. Because he expects me to protect. I don't know. I don't know, but this is my best play. Tailwind Protect. Because if the Garchomp lays hands on Lele, it's going to do a lot of damage that I don't want it to have. Especially if it has, like, Poison Jab. We get the Tailwind off. So now Lele is faster than both these Pokemon. Tapu Koko goes for Discharge. And that will hit my poor Drift Blim. That's the only Pokemon it's hitting this turn. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. Don't paralyze me. It is Life Orb. And we do see the Groundium Z, which will hit my Lele, but it's not gonna do a ton. Probably like 25%. We are bulky Lele, so we should be able to take somewhat of a hit here. Ouch. I don't know that we'd take it without Protect, but with Protect, we'd take it like a champion. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, about a little over 25. So we would not have taken it otherwise, but I just disabled a Koko here and Moonblast the Chompy boy. I assume Garchomp like protects or some nonsense. Actually, gonna withdraw. Celesteela? Called it. And then we disabled it. He's not going to discharge this turn, though, because Celesteela just came out, obviously. But Lele gets the Moonblast off, at least. Not very effective. We do get the special Tech Drop, which probably won't matter on the Celesteela, if I'm being honest. We're going to see Volt Switch from Tapu Koko into the Drift Blim. Still living. We live. And what does Tapu Koko switch for? Like, Garchomp again? Are you going to switch for Garchomp? Let's see. Let's see if he does. Muck actually comes in. Muck. So Celesteela does have leftovers. There was also a little bit of a jump in my recording there. Why is it doing that? Stop. Catch up. Why is it doing this? I'm going to turn off the internet. I don't know why it's doing that, folks. I'm sorry. Hopefully it catches up here, because this is rather annoying. But I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Muck and Protect here. Oh, come on. There you go. You just have to yell it. Oh, it's still being a little weird. I don't know why it's doing that. There's nothing running around. Okay, he's going to Shadow Sneak my Drift Blim and knock me out. That's sad. That's sad because this is now going to be harder to deal with. He's actually going to try and Leech Seed me instead of just Heavy Slamming, which is strange, but do what you want, my guy. Celesteela will get a little bit of leftovers, and then Tailwind is still here, it looks like. Yep. So I can bring in my Porygon 2. I can still get a big hit off with the Drift Blend. I mean, the Lele, sorry. Unless Tailwind ends after I bring my Pokemon in. I get to download special attack. Shoot. Well, I just Trick Room here. And I Moonblast the Muck. I Moonblast the Muck. I'm not too worried about Celesteela just yet. Yeah. Brings them under the point of where Barry's going to activate, unfortunately. So it's like we did nothing. Actually, it's only a Citrus Berry. What? And he Leech Seeds me? The Muck's going to knock off my P2. Not my P2. Yeah, I get the Trick Room off. That's a very interesting turn of events that just transpired. Celesteela's going to get its leftovers. It's going to Leech Seed. He's going to Leech Seed my P2 this turn. I could switch out Lele here. I don't know if that's really worth it at this point. I think I just let Muck KO me. If not, I'm going to put a bunch of damage on him, which is nice. I'm going to Ice Beam the... or Thunderbolt, sorry, the Celesteela, and Moonblast the Muck. But I think he just KOs my Lele. Yeah, he's Poison Jab. No, he... okay, he hits my Porygon too. Do I live that? Yeah, I live that. I'm going to Thunderbolt. Celesteela, which does not enough. Celesteela's going to actually Flash Can my Lele, so it picks up a... oh, I live! Suck it! So I do die Leech Seed, but it doesn't give him a Beast Boost, which is really nice. And I get a bunch of damage off of Muck before I go down here. And special Tech Drop, which doesn't matter. And we did... oh, actually, I kill myself, even better. One last hit point for that Celesteela to get. We did see the Muck go before my Porygon 2, but that's fine, because I can bring in my Corsola now. And Corsola underspeeds Muck. Corsola actually underspeeds Muck, surprisingly enough. And now I KO the Muck as long as I hit it. And I just... I mean, Thunderbolt's not going to KO Celesteela, so I'm actually going to Ice Beam it just in case he switches into Garchomp for some reason. Corsola, I should have doubled. Because now I think I faint to Poison Jab. I actually live. Can we freeze the Celesteela? Redemption, stay frozen. So we did that play strictly if the Garchomp came in, and we got lucky. Because Corsola had to miss because of its hustle ability. He's going to Shadow Sneak my Corsola. Okay, we should take that. We take that like a champion. That Poison Touch Muck. That's why he's so low already. That and not having an item on his Feeny. Liquidation's going to kill the Muck, though. And I get to recover up with the Porygon. Don't thaw, Celesteela. Thank you. This is the first time I've frozen something that actually stays frozen for more than a second. Because typically it thaws the first turn. And we can't just leave Celesteela alone, obviously. But if Tapu Koko comes in, that's the perfect opportunity. Because I can just blast it with the Rocky MZ and get rid of it. If it's the Garchomp, we attack it with the Porygon 2. It's the Garchomp. It is the Garchomp. Unless this is the last turn of Trick Room. It is. In that case, we double into Celesteela. Yeah. Because I expect him to protect with the Garchomp. Actually, wait. I'm going to go for Ice Beam. Just in case the Celesteela isn't made defensively. And for some reason Continental Crush KOs it. Then we can still hit the Garchomp. So hopefully it's not like... okay. Hopefully we KO the Celesteela, because the Garchomp did not protect for some reason. Unless it's a Salt Vest Garchomp? No, because it went for Tectonic Rage, turn 1. He didn't protect. I could have just killed you with my Porygon 2. Though he doesn't know that, because I didn't get the special attack increase, which most Porygon 2s need to KO the Garchomp. Don't be defensive, Celesteela. Young Corsola. Ice Beam should KO. Yes! Now we should be able to just protect my Corsola and go for Trick Room. We should just be able to protect, go for Trick Room, and then we can just... we have to rely on Corsola hitting after that, unfortunately, but... Perfect. We got really lucky with that freeze after we missed with Corsola. This is why Corsola is not great, guys. I mean, if it didn't have Hustle, it would be just the worst, because its attack stat is abysmal. But with Hustle, it's kind of redeeming. You do have to rely on hitting is the only thing at that point. So Corsola protects. Porygon 2 does not have its Eviolite, and it has no special defense. It does discharge, though. We should be able to take a discharge. As long as it doesn't paralyze me and I get fully paralyzed. Ooh, suck it. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Porygon, 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 Porygon. Yes. Now Corsola has to do its job. I think a liquidation should get it. I really do. And I didn't look up... Oh, I didn't look up if Thunderbolt or Ice Beam does more. I didn't look it up. I'm going to think Ice Beam does more. I go for Ice Beam. I go for Liquidation so that we have a better chance of hitting. I don't know if Liquidation KOs the Tapu. We do hit it, thank God. Can we just KO it? Porygon, 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 Porygon. Oh boy, I was sweating a little bit there. Head Smash does guarantee KO of the Tapu Koko, but again, that Hustle ability just makes it so risky to go for Head Smashes. And then there's always a recoil. I mean, the recoil wouldn't have mattered because we would have KO'd, but Porygon 2 being paralyzed there was really, really iffy. And thankfully the freeze. I mean, well, yeah, if we hadn't frozen the Celesteela, it would have eventually gotten up like a Leech Seed. It might have had Giga Drain for the Corsola. So it's probably a good thing that we froze it, because that really helped. But anyway, guys, I think that's enough sweating for one episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you want to try out this team for yourself, the link for the paste bin will be in the description below. You just copy and paste that into Pokemon Showdown, and then you'll be able to battle with it on there. Otherwise, guys, like and subscribe if you have not already, and we'll see you next time. Stay sharp.